No, we're gonna read it 3 times. In between takes, you're gonna be getting directions. So if you guys want to huddle up and Dex, you guys can have a huddle on the side.
Follow me.
Feel free to have a seat, you guys. Marquito, you can go with them before you're producer. You want to join in the conversation? No, it don't matter where you sit.
I'll just shout.
Hi, welcome in. Let's see. Welcome in, y'all. Welcome in.
What are we gonna do?
Anybody who's feeling like they want some extra steps tonight, I'm gonna go back down to the Ghostwood Station and try to get people to come back here. Hi, Sam. So if anybody wants to help me talk over the karaoke,
That was really a hit.
it was very fun.
I definitely would have back here. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, tell people how to get down here.
Yeah,
Check 1, check 2. Let me check this out. Hello, everybody. Hi. Check 1, check 2. Check 1, check 2. There you go. Woo. Jacob Gunter is playing Jared. Hey. Is there Wi-Fi here?
There is. It's on the back wall.
It's on the back wall over there. I'm just saying.
I have a whopping total of 7 short films and all written. Not about myself. Written by me, directed by me. I've had the pleasure of being a lot of festivals, but BraveMaker is pretty much the one that pulled the slingshot back and shot me over.
Yeah, right?
It was really cool. What's up, fellow warriors?
Hey, welcome in.
What was the name of your film?
2 weeks, one.
No, with Sarah.
Live, late.
L.A.
Hi guys, welcome in. We'll be getting started shortly. Thank you guys for hanging out with us this evening.
Hey.
Hi, welcome in. Have a seat anywhere you like. Be comfortable. This is a short film. We're gonna do about 3 beats through it, and it'll be the director, writer, giving us an hour.
Yes. I'll do the opening words, announcements, turn it over to you all, and then we have one other short film.
We're gonna do 3 runs of this and then we're gonna stop.
Yeah.
This live and Instagram's going and then this YouTube live.
Cool.
Oh, I thought we just sent Soto or something. Jacob Gunter singing. Right? Oh, you got your own name over there. That's pretty awesome. Dude, I'm so happy.
Sorry. I'm trying to focus on the text. Give me a minute.
Go ahead, give your welcome. Hello, everyone. Thank you guys for coming out. We're gonna get the table read started shortly. You guys can grab your seats. I'm gonna turn it over to Tony Gaffestone.
Everybody here is Win Gordon here. I know they were going to go and make sure we parade everybody down. So I'm going to give it a few more minutes. Okay. Before we jump in, does anybody have any questions? If maybe you're here for the first time at BraveMaker, any clarification, like what do you all do? What is this about? Do you have any questions about our programs or about our film festival? Let me know. I can answer any questions about what the programs and our kind of mission is. If anybody has any questions, shout it out right now before I give my official announcements. Anybody have any questions? Yeah.
You mentioned programs. I guess I was just wondering.
You're like, what are your programs? We do acting classes. We have a BraveMaker Academy that happens starting in just a few weeks for 6 Wednesdays in a row. We teach actors by making a short film. We also have our screenwriting classes that we do. So our next screenwriting intensive is happening in just about 10 days on April 12th. Is anybody interested in being a screenwriter, or you already are a screenwriter? Cool, writing those films. We like to teach about craft, obviously like what things look like on the page, how to tell a good story. And we actually have this awesome guy who, has anybody watched the Spider-Verse films? He works with Lord Miller. His name is Justin Lee. He is going to be doing a 2-hour intensive screenwriting class on April 12th. He really focuses on theme and story. He works obviously in animation, but also does lots of live action too. So he did a film called Los Freakies. He's really good. I've hired him to consult on my films, like basically reading my script, giving me ideas, kind of pointing things out that don't make sense, but really going, okay, from beginning to end, does your story have a really strong theme? Is it obvious when you hear the script tonight? What's the theme? Can you describe your script in 1 or 2 words? He's really good at that. So this is all on our website, bravemaker.com/events. Let me tell you this, if you are encouraged tonight with what we're doing here, we're every month, the first Thursday of every month, we do these meetups and these mixers, but now we're doing them in LA. We'll be doing them every month in LA since January too. So it's kind of cool. BraveMaker is from the Bay to LA, and we are building relationships in the industry. So we will be at USC doing a panel discussion on entertainment entrepreneurialism on Friday, April 11th. And we're having an after party kind of happy hour thing in Burbank. So if you are in LA, and I see you're coming.
Yeah.
Jacob and Gabrielle are coming to LA, and Stacy is coming. So how many of you want to be connected to people in LA? Well, it's like, if you don't have any connections there, how do you get connected? Well, BraveMaker is every single month hosting something in LA. So drive your butt there, fly there, hang out, make relationships, or just come here first Thursday of every month, okay? And then the film festival is July 10th through the 13th. And I have been told we will be able to use this building, the Oddfellows building, for our BraveMaker headquarters. So for 4 days, we will be setting up here workshops, film screenings, parties. We have a really cool industrial kitchen, dining room. So this space, along with the Cinemark Theater, the Fox Theater, the Redwood City Library, and the Redwood City Courthouse Square, and hopefully the Redwood City Center for Creativity, which is not open yet. Will be open by July. We'll be doing 4 days. I'm talking like 10 a.m. till 1 or 2 in the morning. Parties, panels, film screenings, and workshops. Okay, so that's going to be happening July 10th through the 13th. Cool. Cool. So the next acting class, we only have 3 spots left. Again, the acting class is making a film, teaching actors how to act by making a film. This will be our 10th session that we've done. So we made 10 short films with actors, training actors by being in front of the camera. All right, any other questions? Okay, cool. The final thing I'll say is I'll turn it over to Priscilla, who's on our team for BraveMaker. We do fiscal sponsorships, and we help filmmakers raise money for their films. So we have Gwyn Gordon over here, who is a fiscal sponsee. She made her short film called Ransom, and it is in post-production. And she raised $27,000-ish, $26,000, something like that, $1,000 to make her short film, all tax deductible. Priscilla is also a fiscal sponsee with 11-hour graders, who is raising money to make short films. So I'll turn it over to you.
Thank you. You guys, thank you. Let's give a hand clap to Tony for creating this space for us to get together. Thank you so much. Hey y'all, my name is Priscilla Lamb. I got introduced to Tony by his feature film that he made in 2021 called Last Chance Charlene. It's on all VOD. You guys can go check it out. I acted in it, and then I fell in love with the community because it truly does like push each other, encourage each other, and uplift each other, which is hard to find community like that in life, period, but also in the film space. And then I created my own space because I am an hour 20 from Redwood City. I'm from Vallejo, California, and out of that, inspiration for BraveMaker was born 11th Hour Creative, where we make an annual short film. We don't pay each other for it, but we pay each other with giving our gift to each other and making our story come to life. So I have this awesome crew. Marquilo, he's a producer on the short film called 2 Weeks, 1 Fool, that will be tonight. It's only a 5-page script, so we'll be going through it 3 times. But I want the cast and director and writer to introduce themselves and then to get started. Sure.
Hello, everybody. Thanks, Ron. I'm the director for 2 Weeks, 1 Fool. Thanks for coming out.
Hello, Michaela P Shelton here, the writer of 2 Weeks, 1 Fool. My first comedy short, so super excited. It was selected through the Screen Artist class. Shout out to Tony and Priscilla for all the feedback and getting us here today. So, thank you for being here.
Hey, I'm Jacob Gunter. I'm stepping in for this role today. I was not originally cast in this, but I am happy to help out and play with this. Happy to be here. Thank you all.
Hello, my name is Sydney. I'll be playing Natasha. This is my first short film in
did notice. A bunch of like beautiful people, honestly. It's kind of intimidating. So my name is Derek Hogan. I will be playing the role of Kevin in this short film. I'm very blessed to be part of. Should I just leave you here?
No, you guys might share.
Yeah? Ooh.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, we started.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, 2 weeks, 1 full. I will be reading the actions or stage direction. All right, so interior of Kevin's bedroom is the morning. Kevin sleeps peacefully with Natasha resting on his chest. Natasha's cell phone that is placed on Kevin's desk vibrates continuously, causing Kevin to wake up. Trying not to disturb her, he slowly but dramatically slides out from under her and creeps over to the desk to read the text. Text messages from Boss Lady. Do not be late or you will miss out on big money. Keep the costume classy, but sequins are okay. If they request your special trick, remember to tell them that costs extra. Kevin's jaw drops, surprised it would be just right. Natasha's cell phone alarm starts to go off. Kevin's eyes get big. He quickly drops the blaring cell phone and drops to the floor. Natasha rises up abruptly after hearing her alarm. Her cell phone and Kevin's body hit the floor.
What is going on and why are you?
You didn't feel the earthquake?
Natasha's eyes get big.
Earthquake?
Yep, it was crazy. All shaking, things falling.
Kevin picks up Natasha's cell phone and dramatically holds it up as an example.
Stop doing it.
Wow, I knew I should have moved California.
Natasha shakes her head as she gets out of the bed. She kisses Kevin, grabs her cell phone out of his hand, and exits the room. Interior, Kevin's living room, day. Kevin is pacing dramatically with wide eyes and raised eyebrows. He is wearing a t-shirt and a pair of black joggers. He whispers to his friend Jared, who is seated on the couch, rolling his eyes and shaking his head.
Oh, I can't believe my life is a stripper.
Jared speaks at a regular volume.
Love of your life. Dude, you just met her 2 weeks ago. You don't even know she's a stripper. You're just jumping to conclusions.
Kevin shushes Jared and continues to whisper.
The text mentioned big money, her costume, her special trick. What else could it be?
Natasha prances out of the bedroom and into the living room wearing her bra and underwear. She stretches and yawns as she has just woken up from the nap. Kevin exclaims as he notices her.
Tosh, Jared is here.
Oh my gosh.
She grabs a nearby blanket and hides her exposed body.
Why didn't you tell me this time?
I did, but you said it didn't matter because you were going to be leaving at 3.
Natasha's eyes open wide.
Wait, what time is it?
15.
No. I can't be late.
Natasha drops the blanket and runs towards the bedroom.
Bro,
Jared salivates as he watches Natasha run away.
bro, turn your damn head.
Dude, my bad. Tasha got ugly. Woo!
Kevin smirks and nods his head. Kevin remembers the situation at hand and starts to fake cry. Interior, Kevin's living room day. Natasha, who is now fully dressed, walks briskly into the living room with a large duffel bag and jacket in hand. She notices a piece of her pink sparkly costume is hanging out of the duffel bag and quickly stuffs it back in.
Bye, Jared. Bye, babe.
Natasha kisses Kevin. He moves over about an inch to block her from the door.
Why are you in such a rush? Where you headed?
Natasha scrunches up her face playfully.
Damn, Rosie, you acting like a fag.
I just want to make sure you're safe.
Oh, you're so sweet. Trust me, where I'm going, I'll be fine. All right, bye, guys.
Bye.
Take care.
Kevin turns to Jared, his eyes filled with unyielding determination.
Kev?
No. Bring your ass. We're about to catch a red.
Kevin grabs the keys off the coffee table and rushes towards the door, as Jared calls him reluctantly. Jared mumbles under his breath and stressfully rubs his forehead.
Here we go again.
Exterior event venue day. Jared, who is wearing a hat and a fake mustache, and Kevin, who is wearing sunglasses and a wig, have followed Natasha to an event. She exits her car with her duffel bag, hurriedly enters the building. Kevin starts to open his car door.
Dude, what are you doing? What you mean? I'm about to catch her.
She just got here. If she's really a stripper, I'm getting ready right now.
You're right. You're right. All right. Let's wait 30 minutes.
About 30 minutes have passed. Suddenly, a group of 3 muscular men in their 20s approach the venue. 2 of them are counting large stacks of money.
Oh, hell no! You see? I knew I was right.
Damn, really is a stripper.
Kevin gets out the car. Jared follows.
Dude, what's the plan?
Less than there like OPD.
Kevin and Jared walk into the venue. There is a pink party sign outside of a room door that reads "Enter" for a happy ending. Kevin gives Jared the same look of determination from earlier.
Alright, hold on. Let's just think this through.
Kevin swings the door open like a psychopath.
I knew it!
Kevin peers around the room and realizes that he has crashed a child's birthday party. Children who are seated on the floor surrounding a clown glare up at him, scared and confused. He peers around the room and notices the men who walked in earlier. One of them is adding money to the Princess Castle money tree. Kevin continues to peer around the room and makes eye contact with the clown, who he quickly realizes is a mortified Natasha. The end.
All right. That was good, right? I got a little notes.
You can mic close to your mouth.
Like this? Like this. Okay. Good first read. Thank you, everybody. I do have notes. I do want to start off with Natasha. That first dialogue. What's going on? Why are you on the floor? Let's get a little more confusion. But shock us. Why are you on the floor? What's going on? Get a little bit more. Kevin, you heard Craig, I like that response. So let's try to stick with that. And Jared, when we have that take care to Natasha, stretch out this thing. Okay, this Carter is for take care. And then also again, Jared with Natasha got body. Try not to rush that line. Oh, my bad. Natasha got body. Okay. And then again, Natasha, this line of wait what time it is. More fear, well, not fear, it's shock. Right? Not knowing what time it is. Do a little bit more of that. Okay. And more sense. And then Kevin again with following the line, top of page 7. Five pages. On top of page 5, Kevin, your line, you're right. All right, let's wait 30 minutes. Respond to Jared's comment. She just got there. If she's really sure, she's probably get ready back. Kind of confused. All right, you're right. All right, let's wait 30 minutes. Okay. All right, so let's try to let's give it a go. Top of the page.
Kevin's bedroom, morning. Kevin sleeps peacefully with Natasha, resting on his chest. Natasha's cell phone that is placed on Kevin's desk vibrates continuously, causing Kevin to wake up. Trying not to disturb her, he slowly but dramatically slides out from under her and creeps over to the desk to read the text messages. Text messages from Boss Lady. Do not be late or you will miss out on big money. Keep the costume classy. The sequins are okay. If they request your special trick, remember to tell them that costs extra. Kevin's jaw drops, surprised by what he just read. Natasha's cell phone alarm starts to go off. Kevin's eyes get big. He quickly drops the blaring cell phone and drops to the floor. Natasha rises up abruptly after hearing her alarm, her cell phone, and Kevin's body hit the floor.
What is going on? Why are you on the floor?
Kevin rapidly gets up from the floor.
You didn't feel that earthquake?
Natasha's eyes get big.
Earthquake.
Yup, it was crazy. Walls shaking, things falling.
Kevin picks up Natasha's cell phone and dramatically holds it up as an example.
Wow, I knew I shouldn't have.
Good thing you slept through it.
Wow. I knew I shouldn't have moved out.
Natasha shakes her head as she gets out of the bed. She kisses Kevin, grabs her cell phone out of his hand, and exits the room. Kevin's living room, dead. Kevin is pacing dramatically with wide eyes and raised eyebrows. He is wearing a t-shirt and a pair of black joggers. He whispers to his friend Jared, who is seated on the couch, rolling his eyes and shaking his head.
Oh.
Jared speaks at a regular volume.
Love of life. Dude, you met her 2 weeks ago. You don't even know she's a stripper. You're just jumping to conclusions.
Kevin shushes Jared and continues to whisper.
The text mentioned big money, a costume, a special treat. What else could it be?
Natasha prances out of the bedroom and into the living room, wearing her bra and underwear. She stretches and yawns as she has just woken up from a nap. Kevin explains as he notices her.
Tosh, Jared is here?
Oh my God.
She grabs in there by the blanket and hides her exposed body.
Why didn't you tell me he was here?
I mean, you said that it didn't matter because you were leaving at 3.
Natasha's eyes open wide.
Wait, what time is it?
4:15?
No. I can't be late.
Natasha drops the blanket and runs towards the bedroom. Jared salivates as he watches Natasha look wet.
Bro, turn your damn head.
Dude, my bad. Tasha, oh,
No, right?
Kevin remembers the situation at hand and starts to fake cry.
No!
Natasha, who is now fully dressed, walks briskly into the living room with a large duffel bag and jacket in hand. She notices a piece of her pink sparkly costume is hanging out of the duffel bag and she quickly stuffs it back in.
So I'm out of here. Bye here. Bye here.
Natasha kisses Kevin. He moves over about an inch to block her from the door.
Why are you in such a rush? Where are you headed?
Natasha scrunches up her face playfully.
Damn, no, you acting like a fag.
I just want to make sure you're safe.
Oh, you're so sweet. Trust me. Where I'm going, I'll be fine. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
take care.
Kevin turns to Jared, his eyes filled with unyielding determination.
Kev? No.
Bring your ass, we're about to catch a red-hand.
Kevin grabs his keys off the coffee table and rushes toward the door, and Jared follows him reluctantly. Jared mumbles under his breath and stressfully rubs his forehead.
Here we go again.
Exterior, event day. Jared, who is wearing a hat and a fake mustache, and Kevin, who is wearing sunglasses and a wig, have followed Natasha to an event. She exits her car with her duffel bag and hurriedly enters the building. Kevin starts opening his car door.
Dude, what are you doing? What do you mean? I'm about to catch her.
She just lied. She's really a stripper. I'll get married right now.
Yeah, you're right. All right, let's wait 30 minutes.
About 30 minutes have passed. Suddenly, a group of 3 muscular men in their 20s approach the venue. 2 of them are counting large stacks of money.
Oh, hell no! No, you see, I was right.
Damn. She really is a stripper.
Kevin gets out of the car. Jared follows.
Dude, what's the plan?
We're about to bust in there like OPD.
Kevin and Jared walk into the venue. There is a pink party sign outside of a room door that reads, "Enter for a happy ending." Kevin gives Jared the same look of determination from earlier.
Kev, hold up. Let's just think this through.
Oh, sorry. Kevin sends the door open.
I'm nuts!
Kevin peers around the room and realizes that he's crashed a child's birthday party. Children who are seated on the floor surrounding the clown. They're up and scared. He peers around the room and notices the men who walked in earlier. One of them is adding money to the princess castle money tree. Kevin continues to peer around the room and makes eye contact with the clown, who he quickly realizes is a mortified Natasha. The end.
You got your other second.
Better.
Can Jacob be the understudy?
Okay. Great job of taking those notes. Great job. This time around, I kind of want to give more. We're not walking around and have too much room to, movement like with the action. So use facial expression. Use the space that you do have to kind of give a natural reaction. Kevin, you're doing pretty good with that. My note for you on that topic, that last, I do it. I love that. I love what you do with that. As Michaela is reading the action, let's see that. Let's act it out. You know it's okay. This child's birthday party that I just traumatized the child. Show us that. And Natasha should the same thing. Reaction. Give them that piercing glare. Like, let's see that. Jared kill it. Okay, so let's do that. Let's just use the space we have, use your facial expressions. Let's give it another go.
Good.
You guys ready? Interior, Kevin's bedroom. Kevin sleeps peacefully with Natasha resting on his chest. Natasha's cell phone that is placed on Kevin's desk vibrates continuously, causing Kevin to wake up. Trying not to disturb her, he slowly but dramatically slides out from under her and creeps over to the desk to read the text messages. Text messages from Boss Lady. Do not be late or you will miss out on big money. Keep the costume classy, but sequins are okay. If they request for special trick, remember to tell them that costs extra. Kevin's jaw drops, surprised at what he just read. Natasha's cell phone alarm starts to go off. Kevin's eyes get big. He quickly drops the blaring cell phone and drops to the floor. Natasha rises up abruptly after hearing her alarm, her cell phone, and Kevin's body hit the floor.
What is going on? And why are we on the floor?
Kevin rapidly gets up from the floor.
You didn't feel the earthquake?
Natasha's eyes get big.
Earthquake.
Yup, it was crazy. Like the walls were shaking, things were falling.
Kevin picks
I
up
should-
Natasha's cell phone and dramatically holds it up to his
Good thing you slept through it.
Wow. I know I should have moved to
temple. Natasha shakes her head as she gets out of the bed. She kisses Kevin, grabs her cell phone out of his hand, and exits the room. Interior, Kevin's living room, day. Kevin is pacing dramatically with wide eyes and raised eyebrows. He is wearing a t-shirt and a pair of black joggers. He whispers to his friend Jared, who is seated on the couch, rolling his eyes and shaking his head. Jared speaks at a regular volume.
Love of your life. Dude, met her 2 weeks ago. And you don't even know she's stripping. You just jump in conclusions.
Kevin shushes Jared and continues to whisper.
Do I look like T-Pain to you? The text mentioned big money, her costume, a special trip. What else could it be?
Natasha prances out of the bedroom and into the living room wearing her bra and underwear. She stretches and yawns, but she has just woken up from a nap. Kevin explains as he notices her.
Tosh, Jared,
Oh my God.
he's here.
Oh my God. Why
She grabs a nearby blanket and hides her exposed body.
did he tell me he was coming?
I did, but you said it didn't matter because you were going to be leaving at 3.
Natasha's eyes open wide.
What time is it?
4:15.
No. I can't be late.
Natasha drops the blanket and runs towards the bedroom. Jared salivates as he watches Natasha run away.
Bro, turn the camera.
Dude, my bad. Tasha,
Kevin expresses not to say yes. And remembers the situation.
Everybody's about to
starts a big
know.
cry.
Run that line again.
And everybody's about to know.
You, man.
Natasha, who is now fully dressed, walks briskly into the living room with a large duffel bag and jacket in hand. She notices a piece of her pink sparkly costume is hanging out of the duffel bag. She quickly stuffs it back in.
Well, I'm out of here. Bye, Jared. Bye, Jared.
Natasha kisses Kevin. He moves over about an inch to block her from the door.
Why are you in such a rush? Where are you headed?
Natasha scrunches up her face quickly.
Damn, nosy. You acting like a bitch.
No, I just want to make sure that you're safe. And that could be a little crazy out there.
Run that line again, but stutter in the beginning.
I just want to make sure that you're safe. There could be some crazies out there. See all these crazies out there?
A lot of them.
You're so sweet. Trust me. Where I'm going, I'll be fine. All right? Bye, guys.
Bye.
Hey.
Kevin turns to Jerry, his eyes filled with unyielding determination.
Kevin, no.
Bring your ass. We're about to catch a red-handed.
Kevin grabs his keys off the coffee table and rushes toward the door, as Jared follows him reluctantly. Jared mumbles under his breath and stressfully rubs his forehead.
Here we go again.
Exterior, eventually, day. Jared, who is wearing a hat and a fake mustache, and Kevin, who is wearing sunglasses and a wig, follow Natasha to the business. She exits her car with her duffel bag and hurriedly into the building. Kevin starts to open his car door.
Dude, what are you doing? What do you mean? I'm about to catch her.
She just got here. If she's really a stripper, she's probably getting ready right now. Yeah.
Right? All right, let's wait 30 minutes.
Let's run that one more time. You staring at him, fantasizing about it. So it's kind of like, yeah. All right. Okay, focus on him. All right, let's run that line again.
She just got here. If she's really a stripper, she's probably getting ready right now.
You're right. You're right. Wait. All right. Let's wait 30 minutes.
About 30 minutes have passed. Suddenly, a group of 3 muscular men in their 20s approach the venue. 2 of them are counting large stacks of money.
Oh, hell no! See? I knew it.
Damn. She really is a stripper.
Kevin gets out of the car. Jared follows.
All right, dude, what's the plan?
About to bust in there like OPD.
Kevin and Jared walk into the venue. There is a pink party sign outside of a room door that reads, "Enter for a happy ending." Kevin gives Jared the same look of determination from earlier.
Kev, hold up. Let's just think this through.
Kevin swings the door open like a psychopath.
I knew it!
Kevin peers around the room and realizes that he has crashed a child's birthday party. Children who are seated on the floor surrounding a clown glare up at him scared. He peers around the room and notices the men who walked in earlier. One of them is adding money to the Princess Castle money tree. Kevin continues to peer around the room and makes eye contact with the clown, who he quickly realizes is a mortified Natasha. The end.
any questions or comments from all you all watching? And if you do not know the rhythm of 11th Hour Creatives, they do these screenwriter rooms. And so there's a group of writers who get together, and Priscilla always picks a mentor. So I got to be the mentor on this past session, which was super fun. And there was 6, I think, or 7 screenwriters, and they all had to write a 5-page or less short film. And producers, Kilo and Eric Qualls, then picks one of those shorts to then make and produce. They've been doing this for 3 years. It's the third session here. Questions, comments?
So I guess I would ask a clarifying question, like, are you looking for comments because it's still a work in progress, or are you just looking for like?
So that's a great question. Yes, I'm sure you are going to be continuing to work it. Obviously, you were giving notes like that. So comments can come in many forms, right? Some can be critical and negative, and that sucks. Some can be questions like, hey, I wasn't sure what was that about, or can you help me understand? Can you clarify this person, that dialogue line, that kind of thing. So I will defer to you. What kind of constructive feedback might you be interested in hearing? Or questions, do you think? You can say nothing. Okay, here we go.
Cool. So I think that my positive would be that was such a strong book. Gosh, like for like a 5-page thing, it was like I'm constantly always multitasking, and I was just like, what did I just hear? Like it was such a strong book. It's such a great intro, like totally unexpected. So I really love that. I think that at the very end, at the tail end, I was a little bit hungry for if the character Natasha is going to give him this really like whatever she decides as the actor to be like, am I going to be mad? Am I going to be startled? Am I going to be whatever? Is that the line? I was kind of hungry for something a little bit more evocative, like I knew you were a stripper, or what's going on in here? You know, something that's like if she's gonna make that playable action to react, like it's gonna be to like judge, to like castigate, to maybe in that moment she's like, I'm jumping this school, you know, whatever her playable choice is, it has to be motivated by this line that I think I'm hungry for a little bit more than just like, what was your funnel? It's like, I knew it. And it's like, what did you know? You know, and it's like, if you say stripper at a little kid party, whoa, like every Karen mother is going to be like, what the, you know, like, you know, or, you know, something to that effect. That's like, we need to know.
Good. Very cool. Thanks, Al.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Question, comment, observation? Yeah, Gwen.
I just really enjoyed watching the actors kind of come out with each reading, and you can see how the rehearsal process really is effective in that way, right? And especially when you're encouraging, like the director and writer encouraging the audience, encouraging, so everybody feels like they can play with it a little bit more. So it's just very fun to watch the progression. That's only three runs, right? So it's really cool.
Awesome. Yeah.
I really like the notes that they were given for the first try, and then you try doing it again. Usually, like table reads are required to like practice their rehearsals before a shoot.
Yeah.
I mean, I did cast Jacob for my short film last week, and then I got some advice from Veronica about like
It's a lot.
about the
It's a
notes.
commodity right now.
Yeah, because of going out, learning about it helps me like as a director to get like a little feedback on how to do it though.
That's great. Yeah. Anybody who wants to make a film, doing a table read is super crucial to hear it, to hear how it plays. Even as a writer, I don't know, Michaela, do you have any thoughts? I mean, you have rewritten and written and rewritten the script. Was there anything that came to mind as you were listening to it out loud? Going, oh, I want to change that, or I would do something different. You want to comment on?
No, honestly, it kind of sounds exactly like I can see it happening. They're really like giving exactly like what I was expecting. So that's really cool.
Cool.
I really do like what was her name out there too? Yeah, I think that was like a really good thing to add the stripper part in there. I think that's a really good note that I didn't think of. Just to make it a little bit stronger. But yeah, it was really cool. I've never sat in front of an audience and just heard it with my thing. So.
I remember when you were writing this. Now, Michaela also has a series on Amazon. Hello, called Redwood City. So you can watch her series on Amazon. things about this behavior. But one of the things I really appreciated is Michaela was like, her brand of comedy is, describe it, how would you describe your brand of comedy? You said something when we were in the Zoom class, something about like the twists and turns of miscommunications and kind of,
Oh, yeah.
like people misassuming or assuming things, like that's kind of your style of comedy.
I didn't realize that until you told me. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, so it's really cool to see that come through. I wonder too, because the physical, there's a lot of physical comedy. It was like walking out kind of naked, falling off the bed, and dramatic. I wonder too if there was something like, is she ready to dump this fool? Because it's called, what's the title?
2 weeks, 1 pool.
Do you need to say like I'm not dump this fool's ass or something like that, or like are you going to clock him or clown him at the end? Do you do something at the end with the earthquake thing? Like you even said I should never move to California. Is there a way to bookend that end? If he says I knew you were a stripper, and what does she say? Does she have like a final moment like you better not to be the earthquake right now, because I don't know, or something? Like, I don't know. You could really play with that kind of crazy comedy that you have, thinking about how it starts and how it ends. Just a thought. And I like the way Ella said I was hungry for something. Like I almost want, like her to chase him out. I don't know, or something. I don't know. Yeah, play with that. Any other comments or questions? All right. Oh.
Right, I just in my head, my eye saw this party just go totally like crazy, right? Like them running around with kids screaming, right?
Yeah, for sure. Good. Michaela, producer.
Yes.
Dex, I'm excited. Actors, you guys made me slap my knee, fall on the ground, cry from laughing. You guys did excellent. I just wanted to say, Michaela, this script is hella funny. When I see it like manifesting with the actors and Dex's direction, bringing it to life, not to compare, but in terms of like the quality of filmmaking, I see this like an Insecure, like an episode of Insecure, or I see this like that movie that Kiki and
one of them days.
One of them
Totally,
days,
yeah.
like where the twists and turns and just the little subtleties is it's very well written. So I'm excited to see the final product.
All right, last comment right here.
Oh, there's one more in the audience.
Oh, okay, Cam will be the last one. Jacob and Cam.
I love that everyone brought their own thing. Like everyone had a specific vision, what they wanted to create with it, and that really came forward. Like the director's vision is very apparent that like he knows exactly what he was looking for. The writer, I love how she wrote it. You did such a great job. It's so cool. I definitely see what you mean with doing that last little button right there, and everything else. It was hilarious, so funny. When I first read this, I was like rolling on the floor laughing. I was so glad this script was chosen. I was actually part of the original script reading where they were reading. They did a table read of like several of all the scripts, and so I saw this one way back then, and that was really cool to see it come to fruition. Because this was one I was really hoping to see come to fruition. So that's really cool. You got a great director right there. These actors that you chose right here are incredible, and I'm really excited to see how this all comes together because y'all are hilarious.
I really love the dynamic between Jared and Kevin, early pops in the script. I just feel like there could be a little bit more from Tasha, like a little more of the misunderstanding factor, other than just the pink thing and her costume. I feel like I don't know exactly what that is, but I feel like it could be more from Tasha's character, more things that get shown. So like the misunderstanding that he's like, oh, like all these things that you were showing me, oh, I thought you were tripping for real. But that dynamic in the five pages between Kevin and Jared.
So you think it's a little too subtle?
Yeah, I think like it feels like it jumps to conclusions too fast.
Yeah, I think it's like, I purposely did that, like, to make this character like somebody that just like falls in love with everything. So his mind is always, yeah, and that's why I care, like, here we go again, because like, no matter who it is, he's always making a story in his head. So I think that's why it's like, all you saw was those text messages, and then maybe you saw the thing in your art, just like, I know it's a stripper, so that was definitely like trying to be prepared for that personality.
I was laughing at Derek when you took the phone. You were like, you were checking the thing that was really funny. Just those little subtleties. I was wanting like you to like take her face print and then open it up. All right, let's give it up. Let's give it up for Julie. What's cool?
All right, so you can talk to Priscilla about volunteering services for production assistants and other stuff. You want to be on the crew. You have a production date in mind yet?
Yeah, Saturday, 4/26, and Sunday, 4/27.
Oh my gosh, you already got it on. Awesome. End of this month.
Boom. All right, so 4/26, 4/27. You want to be part of that? Talk to them afterwards. Give it up for this team. Thank you all so much. All right, we have one more. We have one more script that we're going to share tonight. Michelle, are you ready to do this? How you feeling?
I need 3 volunteers though.
Come on here. Come on here first. So this is how we do it on these nights, okay? We want to have people like Michelle come ready. She brought 3 scripts printed up, ready to go. An idea, is this a film or is this a play or sketch? What is it? Animation. Come up here, come up here, come up here. Get on the microphone. Come up here, sit right here, Michelle. You need to cast the people. So talk to us about what this is and then who's gonna do what. So come on, sit up here.
Okay, so this is,
Grab a microphone, we can hear you.
so, right now I just have 4 characters. I have Bunny, Platypus, Owl, and Swan. Swan is nice and daring. Platypus is serious. I don't know, Cam. Who's Platypus?
Now, you're talking about animals here. Are we doing